Okay, so we've come to this gate. So I've fixed the lock. So basically the lock wasn't working where it wasn't springing back, and it's completely seized up. So now we have it so it's working. Doesn't matter where the combination is, to show you that, so it's working properly. So adjusting the strikes, putting screws in here to stop the door from coming this way, adding another striker plate to it to bridge the gap. Now ideally another piece of wood would be nice, but because it is a fence, these things move all the time, so you'll find that in summertime it'll move, and back in winter time, and then we're good as gold again. So now it works properly. It should be free operation just like that. So when you put the code in, when the door is open, you shouldn't have any resistance whatsoever, and the latch just comes back like that. And it should also do exactly the same thing when the door is shut. If it doesn't, then you've probably got an alignment issue, and that's that. So they put this pad bolt there, don't know why, might have been from old. So with these digital locks, if somebody comes along and presses the buttons, you should be pressing the clear button to clear it, and then press the code in. It doesn't matter what way you put the numbers in on the lock, on these locks. They're not digital, they're mechanical digital locks. And the only reason why it's digital is because they've got numbers that represent it. So I put the wrong code in and it shouldn't work. So I'll clear that, put the right code in, and then we open the door. So that's it. Most of the time with gates like this, you can see that RHS rolled hollow steel has been added on afterwards, and they've also put another piece there to get the bolt throw. And obviously with gates like this, you're going to need a bit of a gap. So this gap isn't too bad, but these the poles move all the time, and you will be fixing them. So when you have a look at doors like that, if you just run your eye down and go all the way down like that and see the gap, and then you can do the same thing on another gate. Obviously line it up to something that's square, like a bit of metal. But that is it. So one gate lock repaired. The Strata did say just put a new one on, but here's the thing, it will actually cost more money, and there is actually nothing wrong with this lock here. So ideally another piece of this timber here would be good. I might suggest, you can see how it's come out and twisted and all that, so I've just chucked some screws in there. But ideally that would be 19 mil, 19 by I think 35. So if you had two new strips, whack that off, or even a bit more solid timber, something like 35 by 70, just normal lumber, I guess, timber, something like that, just to stop it. So it is just to stop the door from actually just coming this way. So even if it doesn't really matter what you use, you could use 90 degree angle here if you wanted to, but I think timber is a bit softer on this situation, so I'd probably be using timber and trying to pack it out. And I would leave it a little bit further and probably put some screws along this side to actually pack the door to get it actually sitting correctly. But as I said, the gates, they always move. So if you want a lock like that, it does need to be welded and a box be put in there, but it can be done. So if I were to fit one of these from fresh, I'd take the doorway, cut and grind, weld, paint, blah blah blah, come back with the door and install it. Alright, thanks for watching. If you need your gate repaired and you're in Brisbane or the Gold Coast, 0413 120 444. Thanks for watching.